everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Stafford's Lions. With that, let's get up to Ford Field in Detroit. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. First down at Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll come out in the pistol. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Martavis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. My slogan, no fighting and no
Poppin' nugget when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be Molly. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, no honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn it to the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up, yeah. And my love is tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted, am I tripping, yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often more than just a little. I be shooting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air, fashion week all yeah, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. On the field today are two middle linebackers who will need to make plays in the pass and run game. It's the Panthers going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 50 between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be, making a name for himself rapidly running the football.
Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now Lynch. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
To throw, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Here comes the offense for the Denver Broncos. Charles, you know, there's been so much focus on the quarterback battle, and rightfully so. What about the running back battle that's going on for the Broncos?
I think it's one that's significant because C.J. Anderson really gave them great play down the stretch in 2015, and they made him a priority to be re-signed. But Ronnie Hillman's been around. He can give them a little play on the perimeter, but I love the rookie that they drafted, Devontae Booker. So it is going to be a great battle for carries, and will continue during the preseason.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way. He'd rather...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So the Carolina Panthers offense trotting out there, and every time you look at their offense moving onto the field, you can't help but notice those big 6'4" and 6'5" wide receivers in Funchess and Benjamin.
Monster guys, and don't forget they both weigh 230 to 240. So trying to go through them to get the ball, very difficult to do. But their timing in the preseason, their increased play is evident. It's going to make Cam Newton a better quarterback. And when you've got receivers that size, it's not an accident. Their general manager, he told me, I like big players.
Here's Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering in the deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
Here's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And Gano's kick is right through. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
The youngest member of the Colquitt punting dynasty, if you will. This is Britton Colquitt to punt it away. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They will go for it. Now Newton being chased out left. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. Because you got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down. Because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try the air now with Newton. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, you plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Forced out to his left, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first down throw for Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now Olsen, Charles, battled back spasms, missed the second game for the Panthers in the preseason. They're just hoping when they suit up for real, he'll be good to go.
And Cam Newton has to have him. That was his #1 target last season, and Greg Olsen went to the Pro Bowl. But when he missed the game against the Tennessee Titans, I saw that game. That allowed Cam Newton to find Devin Funchess and welcome back Kelvin Benjamin, 2 big targets out wide.
And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So the Broncos coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face a third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs up.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The big fella. He's at the 50. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air. And
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Mike Cyphers now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, Lynch surveying the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Fourth down, here's Lynch. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 36 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. They're looking for...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Newton now to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shane Ray in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. The play clock's running down. On fourth down, Newton. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And with a little breathing room here after the incompletion. I know you and I were chuckling yesterday. How about the reporter asking Jim Caldwell where he would play Usain Bolt? He said, of course, receiver at 6'5".
I think Jim Caldwell knows what he's talking about. 6'5". That type of speed, I'd run go routes all the time with him. And let's face it, the NFL, we've had a history of trying this, haven't we? The Cowboys tried Jim Hines way back when, a former Olympic sprinter.
So are you starting the Bolt to the NFL? Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand. And sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
He was looking for his tight end there, Garrett Graham. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Paxton Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now McManus for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there. Newton again. 58 yards in the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. A couple extra defensive backs are in there. Big play, 3rd and goal. Newton to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Stewart. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come out here in the eye. They run again on 1st down. Anderson. Oh, he bowls over him. Still fighting for more. They can't tackle it. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll give the Broncos a first down.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. This drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking core. And the medical staff will attend to it. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments in this one. Toss play. This is Anderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Now, check.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do now.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to push his way down to about. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperate. He's got a man. Complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. After this one, it's always tough to lose a game. But after this one, Charles, your offensive coordinator, just a little head scratching going on probably.
Trying to figure out what he's going to do to jumpstart his team. The defensive coordinator, on the other hand, he's going around. Way to go, fellas. Great job. Keep it going. Things will turn for us.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might rob it. Most say that, baby.